What up, Joe? What up, Joe? Welcome to Y'all Say the Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman. This the team.
What's the dealio, y'all? It's your man Alio, aka Mastermind. You already know what time it is, baby. It's showtime on Tuesdays, baby. We live with y'all, baby.
Hey, no need to introduce myself. Y'all already know what time it is. We ready to rock, baby. No shades. So I'm all professional in business right now. What you got to say?
All I got to say is I'm wearing my Butler gear because Young P is in the building and Butler is smashing Michigan State on Friday in East Lansing.
Football? I'm not talking about football.
Basketball, buddy.
It don't make me.
We smashing y'all. So I came to represent Young P in the building.
Butler.
Make
Alumni right here.
Don't make me laugh.
So I see
Don't make me
why he got it on. My man, hey, he representing the school.
Don't make me laugh.
And I must say, I did go down there and visit my man quite a few times.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, my guy.
Beautiful time. Beautiful time down there in that time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start this lovely show out like this here. I had got a call in, or I should say a text from Nico Childs. And he had what up, Nico? What's up, Nico? And he had a question that that he wanted to put out for the show. And I told him, hey, it is what it is. So here go my man's question. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
With the win yesterday, no, Sunday, I'm sorry, with the win Sunday, should Dan Campbell be coach of the year or tops at coach of the year? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
That's a good that's a good choice. That's a good choice. But oh no, cause I ain't gonna lie. If if Danico Grimes pull it off and win that division down there in Houston, I gotta go with him. Yeah, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Dan, I love what you're doing, but if Nico pull it off, I got to go with him. But Dan, yes, right now I'll go with you. I will go with that.
Okay, that sounds fun. Yeah, D'Amico, Ryan is a good one. But like you said, this was a, I'm saying.
Go, that's why I
So
said,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Go ahead, CB.
That's a real good question because yeah, if Houston do something like that and win that division, you got to give it to them. You got
you got to have a winning record too. Now, don't just win the division like how the Saints are winning.
Yeah. But the way they playing though, it look like they gonna end up sneak up because they already beat Jacksonville, even though Jacksonville is favorite. So they already beat them. But as of now, because I told everybody since the season, week 1, I drank the Lions Kool-Aid. So right now, I'm saying Dan Campbell, as long as you finish in the top 3, you should be coach of the year because we hungry, baby. We hungry. We've been needing that.
Okay.
Detroit been needing that.
Hey, what you got, Young Pete?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely say you're gonna have to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going from where you started to last year to this year. You're definitely on track to be in the playoffs. You definitely might have to give it to him. Don't get me wrong, because Houston is in second place down in that division. So I'm not mad at that. It's a great choice there, Mastermind. But I think you might have to just go on and give it to him, especially like you said, if they mess around and end with a 14-3 record or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Top three in the league.
It's gonna be hard pressed not to. It's gonna be hard pressed not to give it to the Lions, Dan Campbell. So I'm gonna rock with give it to the man. Let's go.
Okay. Both of those are great.
Mm.
Both answers were
Mm-hmm.
all 3, but both coaches, I think, are the 2 leading candidates.
Okay.
Because first of all, if Houston Texans, if they beat Jacksonville again, they sweep them and win the division or tie.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to win that division. Now, with the Detroit Lions, who probably haven't won the division in, like you say, since 93 or something like that, 90
like
something.
Since the 90s.
Right. So by them not doing that, but you also finish probably in the top 2 records might be number one, then
give it to him.
then where you go?
No, you got to give it.
You
to
know
Dan
what I'm
Campbell.
saying? So that's a great question, Mr. Child. So I think it's 3-1. It might be 3 Dan Campbells, 1 D'Amico over here.
You know,
Yeah.
I said this is the only way I'm going to Nico. I'll be real. Like I said, Dan Campbell is the lead man right now.
Okay.
Right.
But the only way I go to Nico is if he pull that division.
Right.
I gotta go to.
And the Lions, I can't turn it to the old Lions and start losing. Remember, you got Minnesota coming up twice, and Dobbs has been looking great. And you know,
And another thing, reason why I say you gotta look at Nico. First year head coach.
right?
You ain't no rookie quarterback.
Right.
I just took him, you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Far, that's the reason why I say you got
No,
it's
absolutely.
kudos too.
But like they saying, if the Lions finish in the top, and first of all, I'm hearing them saying the Lions they have the second best record in the NFC. No, they have the second best record in the NFL. They only have 2 losses. Philly have 1, and I think Kansas City has what? 2. But they beat Kansas City.
Right.
Right. So y'all stop saying they had the second best record in the NFC. They had the second best record in the NFL. Get that straight out there, world. Get them boys their props. So we're gonna start the show off like this. Did the Lions lose out by not getting Sweat or Chase Young? Starting off with you, Young Pete.
You know, I thought about this. I do think I don't feel like I say this. I don't feel like they lost out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Montez Sweat in Chicago looked good in his first game. You feel me? I do think he probably could have helped on the defensive side, edge, stuff like that. But I think he would have helped better than Young for us in Detroit. And I just feel like Young, he came in with so much promise from Ohio State, and I don't think he ever lived up to that potential. I know
He's still young.
I know. Don't get me wrong. Injuries, have derailed his career. So we ain't gonna just, saying like maybe he's still, like you say, he's still young. He might can still potentially live up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Probably can help him out.
Maybe so, but I just feel like right now, nah, I think we're okay. We're in a good position. I think we all right because you still have to sit somebody down, and I don't really know where would you take away. You know what I'm saying? Or get a nice little rotation going on with them. Something like that. So I don't feel like they missed out, in my opinion.
Go ahead, CB.
I ain't gonna say that they missed out on just those two because those was the media top 2 people that you had to get far as a defense. I just think they missed out, period, on helping out the defensive line.
Right, absolutely.
Rather, even though they didn't get those 2 guys, they still could have.
Right.
Somebody was tradable.
Right.
They could have did some more research and say, hey, my man just sitting on the bench. Let's bring him up. Like, I just think they missed out because it shows against the Chargers Sunday that they definitely need defensive line help. Whether it's up in the middle or what, like, you know what I'm saying? So they definitely missed that. So I don't know what to say, but but they did miss out on that.
Mastermind.
Well, once again, they did not mess up. That's what I believe. I don't think they messed up.
Okay.
There's one thing that we've been asking all season long. So I did the little research to find out what happened.
All right.
Yeah.
There's one person we've been missing on that line all year long.
What's that?
Who we've been screaming?
Oh, Houston.
Thank you. Houston had a broke leg.
Okay.
Is he
He's
coming
supposed
back?
to be coming back.
When?
Boom. He said within the next 2 weeks for sure.
Are they gonna put him at the end or linebacker?
See, I think, but see, this is another thing.
With Kansas City game, right? They haven't played.
But see, no, this is one thing I say that I think they're going to do now.
Good.
Because you didn't get the defensive line help. You're going to put him back on that line.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
And now you're going to see production through the roof again.
Right.
That's what I believe. So I think that's what the whole thing is. So no, you didn't need those. I'm not going to say that they cancerous, but Young, I'm hearing reports they saying that in Washington you was a stat chaser. You wasn't really with the program. You just is more or less if I get a sack or not. You know what I'm saying? If I get this tackle or not. Okay. So I don't know if we needed that over here. We
so our question to you, right? We know the NFL, their contracts is based on game production, right? So
And that's what they say.
So
Chase Young special.
so I'm saying this right.
Mhm.
If I know we ain't got a damn chance of making the playoffs or winning the division, what's my next best thing? I'm gonna eat. So I'm about
Chase
to
stats.
Right.
I'm gonna be a stat chaser.
Well, my thing is this. I wouldn't have got Chase Young or Sweat anyway, Montez Sweat anyway. First of all, Chase Young, like you say, stay too injured and all of that. Now, if the Lions put Houston back on the other side of the end, with Hutchinson over here and everybody else, Campbell and what's the Anderson, Rodriguez and all them rotating, okay. But if he don't go back on his end and you put him in that linebacker core, you should have tried to get, this is just my opinion, and take it away from the division. I'd have tried to get Hunter, that defense in from Minnesota. I wouldn't have tried to get Chase.
No, they said that's what they tried to get, but they said that was like wolf tail. Minnesota wasn't really trying to get.
Okay. Okay. Well, that would have been mine, or yeah. I'd have tried to get him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have tried to get him or another defensive end of that caliber.
Right.
But as far as Chase and Sweat, nah, you know, they too iffy. Chase, not at all. Sweat, yeah, I just not heard about him basically probably since the trade. I don't think too many people, you know, we know you a little bit, but a lot of people, you know, he's not a household name. You know, people. You know.
Really, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
He a free agent this year, so what he's doing at Chicago is probably just gonna try to
get their contract up,
boost his free agency. I don't think him re-signing back with Chicago.
Get rental, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. If Carolina, Chicago, New York Giants, New York Jets, Arizona, the Patriots, and whoever, you know, get the number one pick, will all of them go for Caleb Williams? CB, take it away.
Definitely not Arizona. They're not touching. They can't do nothing with what's his name?
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
And his contract.
Yeah. So they definitely not touching him.
Right.
You said Denver too. I think Russell's still there because of his contract. So those two know. It's gonna be between Chicago. Definitely Chicago.
Carolina.
About the Giants, Jets.
Jets. Not the Jets. Yeah, Giants and Jets, both the New York teams. It's another team I'm missing that's struggling right now.
You put Carolina in there.
No.
I see it.
They're gonna give Bryce
a chance.
I see Bryce. They're getting a wide receiver for Bryce.
Yeah, that's what I see toward offensive line.
Yeah.
I think they're throwing the ball too much for Bryce.
That too.
Because Bryce come from a complete program as far as coming over with Alabama.
Yeah.
He was handing the ball off, play action, or, you know, dropping back every now and then, you know, hitting it like that. You know, when he see the defense, you know, a certain way, you know, where he can hit the long shot. So Wright got to get back to that, because before that, they like last year, Carolina had one of the top running games in the league. Now all of a sudden you don't. So you have to help him out by giving him a running back or a running game so that he can play action and or hit them, because you know he's in the rhythm. He was saving. So you know he's in that system. You know, you know. So but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Giants, the Jets, and Chicago. Between those three, definitely going to get them. Arizona, like I said, I don't think they can move Kyler Murray, and don't nobody want to touch his contract. And the same with Denver. I think if Denver's going to get someone, it won't be Caleb. It's going to be like in the second round or something, like a Bo Nix or old boy from Washington. What's the old boy from Washington?
Penix.
You think he's a second round?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go ahead, Mastermind.
All right, I'm gonna say this, dog. Carolina, as we just said, they don't have to run.
Oh wait, I mean that's what popped in my mind. Your boy, New England. I can see him going to New England.
Okay, but yeah, I said New England at the end.
Yeah, Caleb.
No, sir.
Go ahead,
Let's see. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think if Caleb keep doing what he's doing, he ain't gonna be the first quarterback. I think it's gonna be, you know how they be doing like in the draft. Oh, at the combine, such and such showed out. This. And it might be my man, one of the quarterbacks like out of North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, somebody like that who we're really not mentioning might have a great combine and might go before Caleb. But out of the teams that we mentioned, Giants probably the best fit for Caleb because Dabo can kind of mold his offense around what Caleb do. I think that might be the best fit for him. But then what's the name might be a good fit too. But I think this year I said it, y'all. I think Atlanta job is Shador Shakur's. You know, I mean Shador's.
Shador Showtime,
Yeah,
Shador Scientist, baby.
That's it. No, I'm saying I think they're gonna work
Whenever
with
he
it
come out.
till he come out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think that's
Showtime.
I don't think that Atlanta is gonna take none of them. I think Atlanta really want that brother at the helm again.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead, CB. I mean, Young P.
Might be Penix Jr. too, though. I forgot.
For sure. I mean, I definitely feel like just going down the list, Carolina ain't gonna do it because you just took the number 1 pick. So that would be crazy to take another number 1 quarterback, in my opinion. So I don't see
Arizona did it.
Yeah, but I think that would be crazy.
Arizona doing
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna do that. I think Kyler Murray contract is what's gonna slow him down. And then he looked pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think coming off the injury and all of that kind of stuff. I really think the only reason why I'm putting the Giants in there is because of the injury that just happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to start looking for a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how you gonna come back off that knee injury? You know what I'm saying?
I wonder is that contract, what you call it, where you can cut it? Where you
maybe so. I don't know. So,
cut anything. It ain't.
Now I got a question for you boys. Since we named these teams and we all know these teams, and we know that some of these teams already have their quarterback
for sure.
Per se. So they say or per se. So a lot of them have already got a big check, a big contract.
True. But the Fields really hasn't got a big check.
I'm saying is this, like say for instance, okay, North Carolina, we say they sticking with Bryce. So they say, but not Arizona. You gave Kyler this contract.
Okay.
You know already. New York Giants, you gave Wilson the money. Well, you should have gave it to
the running
back Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
You gave it to Daniel Jones. So you gave him this big money. You know, some of these quarterbacks had the big money already.
Let me put one team.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The Bears will come get him.
No, I can go for Chicago though.
What, Kyler? Talking about Kyler Murray?
No. I'm talking about what's the name? Talking about USC. I think I can see him, Caleb, going to Chicago because Fields he's been there a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no big name contract.
Fields out of there.
And then I just feel like, hey, bring him in for the battle.
And that's
you know what I'm saying?
Because you got to understand this. Chicago own the rights to North Carolina pick, don't they?
I don't know.
Chicago, yeah.
So
if they keep losing, they get the number 1 pick.
So that's
they get like 3 picks, 1, 2, and 3.
It's gonna be Caleb.
He probably be.
You know, or I mean, you never know.
Y'all sleeping though.
What if Chicago?
New coach, new quarterback.
Well, hold on.
What if Belichick is not in New England? You get a new quote.
But what if Chicago get it and say that they want to pick Caleb or something or not that? What if they somebody want to trade for Bryce Young? Well, North Carolina can, go ahead and pick Caleb, you know what I'm saying, or, anything.
But see, the only reason why I say that, if what you're saying is right about Chicago owning the rights to their pick, I can't see them, you know what I'm saying, nobody.
I don't think they.
I can't see Chicago passing it. Like, you know what I'm saying, trying to trade that. I can see Chicago straight up, give me Caleb. You know what I'm saying, out the gate. Soon as, you know what I'm saying, give me him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know how long they've been struggling.
So we saying Chicago want Caleb. We saying
it's a good chance
they want Caleb.
I think it's a good chance. Giants, yeah. Especially because of the
even though they're just waiting on Rodgers for 1 year.
I don't think the Jets gonna do it.
You don't think Jets will want
I ain't feeling them.
Patriots, I say, yeah.
New coach, new quarterback.
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see no new coach yet. New, don't you know how I was
7?
But new, I'm be real with you.
2-7.
Man, Ice predicted this back in the summertime.
No, this is the only reason.
Y'all hear that?
This
Texas.
This is the only thing I'm saying. All of that sound great, but I think the only way you're gonna get a new coach in there, it gotta be like how the Steinbrenners did, basically. What's the name passed, and then the son took over. But
right.
I'm not saying Robert Kraft got a pass, But I think Robert Kraft's got to get to the point where I don't want to deal with football no more. I'm giving it to Jonathan Kraft. Now he's taking over. Then I'll see Belichick out of it.
Right.
But other than that,
Kraft gonna ride with him?
Kraft gonna ride with him one more year.
All right, before we move along, I just want to ask all y'all this right now. Who y'all got as far as who get a number one pick out of these 10? Then we know Caleb going. This is
Who we think gonna get the
who y'all
number one?
think gonna get the number one pick?
Sure. The way it's set up, Chicago. Because Carolina, you know what I'm saying, keep losing. I said it works in their favor that Chicago gonna get it. And right now, Carolina is like one in, but Chicago, but they ain't got Chicago got more wins. But what I'm saying, they got two, and Carolina only got what, one win?
Yeah, I think Carolina.
So right now, it's
Chicago.
Either way, right? Either way, it's Chicago.
Just because they own the rights to Carolina.
Right.
I think New England players
That's
check.
yeah, that's what I think about
Check in New England.
You think
They just gonna
race to the way?
But
Did Kyler Murray impress you, and can he keep it up? Did Kyler Murray impress you on his comeback, and can he keep it up? Young Pete.
He did. He impressed me. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had something he needed to prove. Coming off the injury and just coming off people just looking at what you doing back there, big fella. You know what I'm saying? And how you been running the team before. So I think he definitely impressed me. I think he still can he keep it up? Nah. I think this was a one-hit wonder. Well, I ain't gonna give him that bad. Give him a couple games, but the real Kyler Murray is gonna stand up, and we're gonna kind of see a little slump where he's making bad throws because he can't really see over the line. He's making not right reads. He's not going through the progression right. He's not taking off when he should, and when he should take off, he might be staying. You know what I'm saying? So I think the real Kyler Murray is gonna show up.
Correct.
And he's gonna turn back into just average. You just got the money because you was next in line.
Yeah.
He impressed me week one, the way he was running around with that ACL.
He looked good, yeah.
Everything looked good. But man, I mean, sidebar, man. My man got to have some of the smallest feet in the game, man. He be like,
Like Pretty Pat.
Wait, go ahead.
he's still small. 3 or something. Just like,
Everything is like a show. You right, bro. It look like that.
Well, he didn't impress me because he ain't done nothing spectacular he haven't done
already.
since he already done. You know what I'm saying? So, but now my thing is, what you gonna do now that you're back? And now I'm gonna go with Young P on that. Like you say, you've been there. You've been in the league for a minute. Everybody knows you better can throw the offensive line.
Right.
Well, that's the way the game coming around now for the quarterback to roll out and get red, but you still kind of been short. So, like I say, we've been seeing your show already, so ain't nothing you done, that has impressed me, and over the weekend's game. You know, you haven't done nothing, stepped it up or nothing. So, impress me and take the team to the playoffs. Or win the division, you know what I mean, something like that. And impress me like that. I know you can scramble. I know you can throw the ball to the open receiver. I know you can, you know what I mean, when that lane open, you know what I mean, you can hit it. So I know all of that. Start knowing how to get it over the line without hitting the quarterback. I mean, your offensive line in the head and back. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying? Impress me with winning the division. Impress me with going to the playoff. You know, like I say, all that you doing, all of the quarterbacks doing that. So no, you didn't impress me. I just seen that show.
Well, Kyler, I'm gonna say this. I'm kind of like the same way, kind of like Ice to a point. I'm just saying this, my man. You showed me the Kyler Murray show. You know what I'm saying? The Kyler Murray show looked good when it's rolling. Beautiful. But what I need to see is a consistent Kyler Murray show. See? I don't need that what Pete was saying. Down Jones and never come back up, buddy. I need to stay at a high peak or even kill all the way through.
Right.
Right, at least
And we'll
even
be good.
kill.
Then we'll be good, baby. We'll be good to go. Stop having them big dips, and everything will be good to go for you.
I put it like this.
Because you finding them receivers. I see you found like 3-4 different receivers this week.
Well, that's good because he needed to because my man gone.
My thing, I was just gonna say that. Now, God's been a backup everywhere he been. Now I know them last games in Arizona and these last two with Minnesota, Kyle Murray. Get them playing like that, like how you was that I think the first year y'all went to the playoffs, was that the first year they went? You get back to looking like that, and how Dobbs just got the offense moving the ball, had the ball moving a little, you know what I mean? You get back to that, you know what I'm saying? You can do something. But like I said, you want to impress me, get in the playoff, win the division, win the playoff game, and you know what I mean, something, you know. Now you back healthy, you know. So
Right.
how will Antonio Pierce do as the Raiders coach? How will Antonio Pierce do as the Raiders coach? Mastermind.
Well, I'm with you, Antonio, baby. You down in your area, you know what I'm saying, back in Cali, you know what I'm talking about. So got a chance to show them what you're working with, you know. So the key thing is keep the team rallied around you. Keep it you the face of the team. Don't try to make it all these other players. Build them under your motto, a la Dan Campbell over here. And I think you got the job. I ain't gonna lie. I think you got the job. I think you could do it because they saying that the team already was like when what's the name was having Josh McDaniels have problems, team would go to him already. So a lot of the players already got a good bond with him. They say him and Devontae is.
I'm gonna say that. I say it's gonna be all how Davis take it, the owner Davis take it, Mark Davis take it. And what I mean by that is because here's you chewing up. You're doing good, and I believe you're trying to get them their identity. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to let them know, hey, us against the NFL, you trying to bring the old L. Davis back. You know what I'm saying? So I believe you're trying to bring that identity back, smile, you know, smash mouth football. Like you say, a couple little play action here, there, whatever. Defense, get out there, get some turnover. You know what I'm saying? Make that happen. So I believe, this is my opinion, so I believe you might can win them over that way as far as the judgment call for him. And hopefully he can foresee what you're going to do in the future. But I'm saying that you doing all right. You started 2-0. But I think when the season is over and as you being an interim coach, you're going to have a losing record. Right now you're 2-0. So I believe say you might end it with 3-6 or 4-5 or you know what I mean, anything at this end. So by that happening, like you say, you looking good. You might go up. You might win these games. You know, I might be wrong. You might go. So like you say, you might lose some closer, or you might win some closer. But they might see the identity you trying to bring. You know what I mean? The toughness or whatever you're trying to do. Yeah, right. So you where the team is heading with direction. Right, so if you can get the people to follow and believe or do this and people get to seeing, so it's going to be a lot to depend on that because just in my opinion, I believe at the end, he's doing a good job. Like I say, he might be the type of coach, like we say, you got the coach for each week. You just can't go out there, oh, this is my game plan, this one, you know what I mean? That's just that. As far as that, you know what I'm saying? You got to prepare each week different. And you know, if he, you know what I'm saying, if he's doing it like that, you know how, you know, certain teams
coming up with game
some do, yeah, you know, some people just go out there and play the same every week. Right. You know, if he play, you know, different each team and stuff like I say. So at the end of the day, David's gonna have to look at it and gonna be like, he's gonna have to weigh it. Because like I say, is he giving the team his identity back, this and that and that? You might see where it's going next year and you might don't. You know, on the other end, might have this losing record, but they probably with some close or some good games, or like I say, you can see them in the trenches and you can like say see what's going, but you're gonna have to have that choice. You know what I'm saying? For me, in my opinion. Go ahead, CB.
So I'm gonna say based on production, the football is all about production, especially on even if they end up having a losing record, say they go 4-5 for the rest of the year or something like that. If the production level is and the team is at a better place than they was 2 years with McDaniels, then I can see him getting the job. I see him getting the job.
I just think it is.
I think he's going to get it. And if they win, pull something off next week, yeah, because I think one more win that bumps them into the playoff picture.
See, and the reason why I say I think it is, if you look at the team round now, it just look like a whole different
Yeah,
team.
look like a team that they projected to
The
10 with
team.
Kansas City this year.
Yeah, the original team that you know. I don't know what he brought into the locker room, but it's like he just brought new life to it, rejuvenated everything.
Bought that Cali swag.
Matt Crosby looked like a whole different player right now.
Go ahead, young Pete.
I think he definitely has energized the team. You know what I'm saying? But he was a hard-nosed player when he played. So he gives that brute. He gives that, you know what I'm saying, we don't give a fuck. We finna crack their foreheads. I grew up bleeding Raiders anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to take y'all back to that love and that level, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's part of that. My only problem right now, or I do think he possibly gonna get it, because I do think Mark Davis like it. You know what I'm saying? Just from seeing some of the clips and they partying and dancing and stuff like that. But he make me a little nervous because when he did that press conference, he was like, man, if this was I gotta look forward to the next 30 years, I don't know if I could do this. So it might be seeming like it overwhelming you more already. And you ain't but 2 games in. Right. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like you said, it ain't just we gonna come. This ain't remember the Titans. We run 4 offensive plays. Give it time, it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You gotta kind of game plan week to week on what you gonna do, strategize a new offense, strategize a new defense, all of that. And it might become overwhelming for him, and he might need to regress back into I'm a linebacker coach. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is this, before we move on. This is the key thing. You can do the job. This is the whole key thing. We know you're smart enough and all of that. Like anybody else. You know, go get the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, let them do their job.
Defensive coordinator. Hey, put a bottle of Moet on the side and throw your feet up. Let them take care of their job. Like you say, thank you for being Johnson. Hopefully the offensive coordinator that you have now, even though y'all only been there for 2 weeks, hopefully
you and him getting some type of
they can do it, because I like that play call when everybody thought y'all was gonna do that butt pushing. They did that little sweep and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if that offensive coordinator
creative,
can be creative, come from things, and hey, y'all get the John to move it, I salute. So like I say,
Pierce, we think you got a good shot at getting the job.
Definitely got a good shot.
Definitely got a good shot.
Make sure got a good shot. You bring them coordinators in so you can throw your feet up, because that's what it's all about, them coordinators.
Yes, sir.
Will the Big Ten become the dominant conference next year with all the new teams? Will they become the dominant conference with all the new teams? Starting off with you, CB.
Never, America.
I'm going to say no, not right away, because it's going to take some time for... No, bump that. Hold on. Yes, they will. You know why, America? Because we're going to a 12-game playoff format. We're going to be the most dominant conference in the playoffs. I mean, next year in the college football season. And yeah, I said it. We having 6 Big Ten teams in the playoffs.
I like that in you, big fella. I like that in there, big fella.
Before I see CB, before I see the master. This is why they will not be dominant. This is why they not be dominant. You know what I mean? I want you to thanks. Why not? First of all, get shots out to everybody out there. Will Sawyer, Staples Center, and all that. This is why they would not be dominant. Let me turn all this around. You know, shout out to Crenshaw. You know what I mean? Marathon.
Nipsey, R.I.P., baby.
You know what I mean? I'm still rocking all of that all the time. This is not. Sorry.
You had to get comfortable on this one.
Not only.
You gotta get comfortable on this one, big fella.
Through the back of that boy.
Hey, well, I mean, are you saying that USC going? Where USC going though?
Big Ten.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted that to get comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that, y'all see that Kobe, right? Yeah.
Kobe, USC, Cali, right?
Oh, where the champions at?
Last time I checked.
The champions ain't been in the Big Ten in how long?
You know where the champions at.
Couple years.
What's the champions at?
There. Who got the same? Whoever got the trophy, whoever got the most trophies, got the dominant conference. Ain't no because they got.
Who got the trophy?
Ain't no because they got.
Different.
Watch this. How you got the Big Ten quiet?
With the trophy.
Who got the trophy?
Dominate the trophy of the dominant conference.
Who got the trophy?
Point blank.
Who got the trophy? I just asked one question, so we don't want to hear none of that.
That's why I had to show you, because this is the champion.
See, America, I can't help that Harbaugh forgot the Spygate against TCU. I'm just saying.
Okay, this is all I'm saying. Can we get an answer to that question that the host said? Who has the championships?
Big Ten got some.
Who has the
Big Ten
champions?
got some.
Ohio State ain't got.
No, I'm not
Has
Ohio State don't have no championship in there.
They don't have none win the last time. They're not dominant now. The SEC has been winning lately.
This CFB together,
So
man.
they're not at the end of the day,
Where the championship?
we need trophy. We need trophy.
I said, where they at?
So,
Big Ten.
How many they got?
So,
Huh?
we gonna
Go
You
ahead.
said how many?
we gonna
Hold on.
It's gonna be 2 or 3.
so we gonna operate that they don't be making favoritism to Nick Saban.
And then what else?
They don't make favoritism to Nick Saban.
I said,
Is it not that the Big Ten has Michigan State and all these? We ain't gonna we gonna act like Michigan Big Ten don't have Penn State, Michigan, and Michigan State and Ohio State all on the same. So we dealing with a whole we dealing with a whole different team. We dealing with a
excuse me, y'all.
and it looked like Georgia, Alabama, SEC, you know what I'm saying? Even when and then you know Nick Saban, they get to crying a little bit. Oh, we gotta get Nick in there. Something like Alabama in there. Who got it? That's why they going to. That's why they going to 12 to stop all that foolishness.
Instead of saying America,
Who won the 12?
this is what the dilemma
No,
of
the
the
CFP.
in there.
That's why they
See,
going to stop.
they never like to answer the question,
We gonna
America.
seeing a whole.
I'm gonna answer the question for you, America. The CFP championships reside in the SEC. Go pull it up. Pull it up. Who got them? Who got more than the SEC? CFP championships. Who got more? Quiet. Thank you, America.
Not quiet.
Mastermind got to do.
If I'm setting it up to where, pretty much
all
SEC
you do
is guaranteeing 2 people every year, what can you do? If I'm setting it up to where SEC is gonna have 2 teams every year, the probability of having more championships is higher than anybody else.
see this right here? Where Joe Burrow came from?
What that mean?
Where's LSU located at again?
But he started at Ohio State.
Oh, I'm asking. Where's LSU located at?
He started at Ohio State.
See, nobody wants to talk about it. What conference is that?
Okay.
Is LSU good?
Okay, well, look,
Now?
we'll get to the point. Will they become the dominant conference?
Yes, they will, America.
By
SEC,
adding, by
SEC,
adding who?
by adding all the teams they adding. USC,
When the last
Washington.
national championship?
They ain't got what the next one coming in a couple of years. Before the CFP, no, but that was gonna come in a couple of years.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, you're right.
When will the Big
We
Ten
go all the way
win?
back that way. We gotta go that far back.
There's a great chance we win it this year.
When
How
Washington?
long before they win?
Give them 2 years.
Oh, thanks.
Max, 2
Who
years.
the dominant conference?
Next year, Big Ten, baby, we got 6.
Big Ten.
No, not this year. Next year.
Next year. When will they win the college football championship?
Next year.
They won't win this year? Michigan or Ohio State won't win
Oh, Ohio State gonna win. Yeah.
this year? So they got
That's
Michigan-
going against Michigan.
I don't know, Michigan. No, I want them to get in, but you know it's too much hoopla going on right now.
well, we got Mr. SEC right here.
You already know, don't
Let's
act
move
that.
along. If Michigan win all 3 games without Harbaugh, should they be ranked number 1 going into the college football championship? Going with you, Mastermind.
You know what? Yeah, let them be number 1. Because see, if things fall the way I want it to go, America, it's going to be exactly what I need. That's going to be exactly what I need. The great downfall. See? Because you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to end up playing one of them SEC teams if they get in there. or even better yet, they might be going against. Oh, no. So yeah, put them number one. Yeah, please do. Please do. Watch what happens.
They can beat Florida State.
Exit. You're going home. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, yo, Pete.
I'm just want to know if he's done with his old, whatever he's talking about. Because I thought he was gonna go somewhere else with the conversation we had earlier.
Right.
But you don't want to go there just yet. Want to go there just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Never bring that to the table. You ain't got to do that.
All I know is this. I'm
gotta
gonna be realist, and we talking from a real perspective. They're not gonna let them be number one. Even though in my heart they should be number one. It's gonna be little stuff that's gonna stop them because they gonna feel like because Georgia got to play Alabama in the SEC championship game, they're gonna use that to keep Georgia number one. Even though Georgia been kind of struggling a little bit this year with some of the wins that they should have won, and they didn't have that real dominant schedule. Like I don't know why I think they were playing some killers this
Georgia.
Georgia wasn't doing too much of nothing, and they know they were struggling this year. They know they were struggling this year. That's why it was a cakewalk for them all the way to the CFPB because they had a cakewalk schedule.
Do you want to go? You want to go to schedule?
I'm saying go to schedule.
Now let's pull up the Wolverine schedule. Anybody want to do that? Let's go to what we got.
Boss.
Because of the schedule that Michigan had, I think the highest they're going to be is 2. Unless they beat Ohio State, which I believe that's why they got Ohio State ranked 1 for the showdown, 1 versus 2. So if they beat Ohio State, then I think that's going to propel them to be.
Ohio State to jump to number 1? I thought it was Georgia, Michigan, and Ohio State. It's 2 versus 3.
I thought Ohio State was 1 too.
Yeah, they was 1. They've been 1 for the last couple of years.
I say if Jim Harbaugh
I got the schedule.
finished coaching, and they don't let him back on Ohio State against that game on the sideline, they beat Ohio State, I believe he's going to go into the college football championship ranked number 1. For the simple fact, the last 2 games, the last 2 out of 3 games, like you say, was in the top 10. Was best power school and all that. Like I say, sometimes at the end, it's really harder than the beginning. Because at the end, if you lose, ain't no kind of back.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
So bad.
Don't lose. You need to lose that first 1 or 2 weeks.
If he beats all these plus Ohio State without him on the sideline, plus he missed 3 games earlier, you got to count that. That's 6 games out of what, 12? Something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying,
I'm looking at
you have intern, but you have intern coaches. Is what I'm saying.
Me and you could coach this.
I'm saying even at the end. I'm talking about the last 3 too.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at the end too.
Last 3
out of 6 games. Out of 6 games, you use the intern. But two that the intern might be
against Ohio State. If you beat them without your
out of 6 games,
and they number 1,
3 and 3, right? 3 in the beginning.
And they number 1, and you beat them for the Big Ten championship. How could you not beat? And you beat the number 1 team
in the country
without your coach stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, I can see if Jim Harbaugh's there, they still keeping Georgia at 2 or whatever this and
right.
That. No, you don't even have your coach. You don't have none of that. So I believe if he do that with these last couple of teams, like you say, what's the name out of slots? Minnesota.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Little brother is cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can slaying that rock, so you know what I mean? They can't look over that. I'm saying you need that coach though. You still need your coach. You know what I'm saying? So
I told you.
I wish our producers had the schedule.
The college football rank.
Look, I wish I had our producers could blow this schedule up for us, but the first 3 games they took him out of. Like, it was East Carolina, UNLV, and Bowling Green.
Still got to win them.
like I say, then you last 3.
Okay, now listen to. I'm just saying the schedule. Then after that, we played.
Georgia.
We had yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we had Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan State, Purdue.
I got a question.
And then my first time I play a ranked team
I got a
is
question.
Penn State.
But I got a question.
Somewhere in here, this strength of scheduling got to count.
But like I said, I got a question for you. You two guys was coaches only with each other.
Right.
Which ones could y'all coach with each other, and which ones you can be like, we need each other, and which ones you say, you got it.
No, tough games, I can say this. Like tough games, like when we play the family and stuff like that, when we, you know what I'm saying? We need everybody. We need all the minds together. But some of the time, I could just sit there and just do this here. And Noob would be doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I might say is, hey, they might need to tighten up on D a little bit. You see my man.
So y'all had the miss.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
That's what it sounded like. I just have to throw that out there.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just
the black understand. It was a lot. You can go ahead, but when we played in family, and it was one or two teams. And like you just said about
no, like they need.
Like he still had to commentate on it. So if you can sit back and chill, sit back and chill. How you want to? Hey, don't forget the defense is doing that. My man's supposed to be able to peep all that. You ain't on the sideline.
Go ahead. I'll let y'all get.
Hey, this is what I'm saying. The Ohio State and the Penn State game, yeah, they might need Jim Harbaugh.
One of y'all Jim Harbaugh, and one of y'all the black coach.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. He was Jim Harbaugh in the situation what we talking about. So just say this for instance. Yeah, Ohio State. No, you ain't gonna put that all just on me because he recruited some of the kids and they got a certain bond with him. You see what I'm saying? Now I did build a rapport with him. So yeah, you might could say we playing Rutgers. Go ahead, Ollie. We playing East Carolina. Go ahead, Ollie. We playing Indiana. Go ahead, Ollie. You know what I'm saying? But then now we about to play Penn State and Ohio State.
We gotta come
we
together.
got to come together on this.
Right. That's what y'all got the Michigan schedule.
No, but our schedule was never cupcake like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
No, this is
When I said that, I'm living very well.
Listen to
When you say when you can chill, when you can chill, you say you do that, then
that don't mean it's playing
that chill.
That don't mean it's this cupcake.
Y'all know what it means. No, that don't come on. We all y'all know what it means.
I'm just telling you the real.
Hostess cupcake.
No, sir.
No, sir. Never that. See, because we never set up those type of games. We didn't have a Michigan.
I heard y'all say
no, sir.
If Harbaugh leaves Michigan, will the university consider hiring a black head coach or what's that? A Michigan man, black head coach.
A black Michigan man.
Yeah, black Michigan man. Yeah. CB.
No, I can't say.
Just because the powers that be ain't ready to see that. I believe that the powers that be ain't ready.
Mastermind.
I can probably see it because I think they might give it to Mike Hart. You know what I'm saying? They might even try to go out to Wheatley or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I can see it happening sooner or later. But I'm not saying soon as Harbaugh. I don't think that thing. I think that somewhere down the line I can see it.
I can't say Mike Hart, but you know what? Harbaugh man will be suspended for a total of 6 games, right? Mm-hmm. So the first 3, Bump trying to say you get a game, I get a game, I get a game. Mike Hart, you doing all 3. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, they had got borders like that.
But see, you gotta think about this. No, you gotta think about this too, man.
What's that?
Say if I'm Jim Harbaugh, because remember I get to make the ultimate decision.
That's what I'm
coaches do, right? So say if I do this, yeah, Mike Hart, you the man right now. And Mike Hart get the rolling. And the system looking better than me. You never know.
I'm just saying
if
Mike Hart or somebody like that
leads here.
I'm not saying
they would have been like
Obama. I'm not saying that Obama can't happen up there in Ann Arbor, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get some African American on that sideline. I think to be that head coach. It would be nice, but just by it being Ann Arbor, not saying that it can't change, but it's gonna be a while if it do. The world is changing, but like I said, I don't see.
I just don't see it right after Harbaugh. Maybe like
They got what, another
The
20
next-
years or something.
Probably about the next coach after that.
Because my thing is this, right? The university always saying it got to be a Michigan. It got to be a Michigan, right? So,
So they let
so we say
so like
Yeah.
that's a whole different story.
Nah, just
Well, because we know football runs all college.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, let's go back to as far as I can remember, the early '70s, right? We have a ton of black athletes. Okay, they done left Michigan. They done became successful businessmen, NFL players, and some of them is college coaches, right? But yet you had that gap before you brought Harbaugh, right? You had a gap where you had hired Rich Rod, even though he wasn't a Michigan man.
God.
He was garbage. They didn't give him a chance. I think who else was before Rodriguez? I don't know.
Brady Hope.
Yeah, Brady Hope.
But during that whole gap, though, you mean tell me it wasn't no qualified black African American Michigan men?
No,
That's all
not
I'm
for
saying.
real. Just think during that time, because just think, during that time, what's the name? Wheatley and Hart and all them, they learned the ropes.
What you thinking about down there, young P?
I'm thinking like this. I was just looking up.
Though you went to Butler, he like, he loved Michigan. That's another little,
Yeah. That's since I went to the Michigan camp, so I think I got like a little spark when I kept going to the camp and whatnot. But this is the only reason why I kind of disagree is because of this year, they keep giving a black coach a chance. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's for a little bit or the whole game, they keep doing it. So I feel like they're testing the water now to see.
Jim, that's what.
But I'm just saying,
was testing the water.
but you know what I'm saying? And I think they seeing if, hey, the alumni that y'all like that, oh, he beat Penn State, so he might not be a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And Jim kind of giving them because we all kind of feel like if Jim ain't going this year, he going next year. So we all kind of feel like it's just a matter of time before Jim out of here anyway. So I think he might be testing the water. So I think it might be sooner than later that they might go on and give a black Michigan man a job.
You think they're gonna want a name after Jim, or it's gonna always be the Michigan?
I think it's gonna be a Michigan.
I think but they got a history of it, and I think the alumni like that.
But I think when you go away, the program fall back off.
It do it. It's a possibility of it, but we don't fall off to where we see him 4 and 6 seasons. You know what I'm saying? We don't fall off like that.
Well,
that was a long time ago.
That's what I was about to say.
You don't want to fall off like that.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The one time that they didn't go get a Michigan man, whether they was an assistant, former player, whatever, was Rodriguez, and shit went downhill. So I can't see them going outside someone who didn't coach or play.
And then, like I said, with Brady Hope, like I said, with him, that's what I said, probably the same thing that I was basically saying with the Antonio Pierce. You don't, like you said, he got the job back in Michigan, first of all, Michigan man. We got Antonio Pierce, but now, what he did was what? He got to bring the identity back. That's what he did. He brought the identity back, but as far as winning and all that, he didn't bring that back.
But Michigan.
I'll tell you who's gonna get coach in Michigan.
You gotta look at it from this standpoint. With Michigan, really, it's only like 2 games that they really care about. You know what I'm saying? And that's Michigan State, and Ohio State. You can go 10 and you know what I'm saying?
10-2, and you good.
Yeah, but if them 2 losses against Michigan State and Ohio State, you're gone anyway.
Right, but
so you can still have a good season and still be the fuck up out of here.
I got the answer. Go ahead, man. I got the answer. You can't beat them, join them. That's the way I look at it. Soon as Harbaugh leave, go get Urban Meyer, because you couldn't beat him from nothing anymore. He knew what all your weaknesses was. He gonna make sure that them is strong. You know he could beat Ohio State.
And you know he gonna come with some kind of controversy.
No,
he gonna do something slick.
All standards remain the same. What case can Washington make? What case can Washington make to get in the college football championship? Start off with you, Mastermind.
Ain't they undefeated? Enough said.
Undefeated. Got a Heisman looking out. They 5th, right?
Yeah, they 5th.
Got a Heisman Trophy candidate here. I done beat USC when they was ranked high. I beat motherfucking Oregon when they was ranked high.
My thing is this. While I move
You
it
gotta
down,
put me down. You gotta
while I
put me
move it
in
down
the
at a year,
discussion.
CB. My thing is this. I'm gonna go with Masterman. He can't remain the same in my eyes, in my opinion.
Because
For the simple fact, Ohio State and Michigan,
Got
one of
to.
them has to lose. And from that going in and which them at the fifth spot,
You
Washington.
gotta go in.
And if they going in undefeated and they win their championship and all like that, they got to be in it. One of them, like you say, the Big Ten, one of them boys got to get out. The loser got to go. So, like you say, it's really nothing to argue with none of that.
That might be why your man trying to go to court.
So where?
Trying to go to court and get that Ohio State game. Because he know what the value of that game
That's
is.
basically it. And then not
But,
only
but,
that,
but let me put this on the brain.
right there,
Alabama.
Yeah.
and they championship game.
So
So
one of them gotta go. I mean, so
they're going to make it if they stay undefeated. That's my case. Go ahead.
But look at it from this standpoint. We've seen the CFPB put a one-loss team still above an undefeated team. So that's
What
not
conference was that?
Shit, they did a
SEC.
couple
They
years.
did the SEC. Did they? You know what I'm saying?
They did it with
Ohio State got in there. No, CFPB ain't been in long that long.
shit. Last year they got in.
how many
got-
losses?
Against
No.
Michigan.
They lost them.
That's what I was gonna say. If like me and O was talking, if it's a close game, there's a good chance they can still keep Ohio State and
Who
Michigan.
got it
Win last year.
last year?
What's the main team? I can think of their name.
Pac-12, Utah.
Yeah, they got snubbed.
Utah had one loss.
They got snubbed.
So
So it's
no. So hear me out.
We said
I'm thinking
zero.
y'all saying against the other team probably had a no loss. With it. Utah, you got one. Of course they're gonna put Ohio State or Michigan there.
No, what I'm saying, we speaking on last year. Last year, I think the only
Both of
undefeated
them
team was
losses with you.
Michigan, right?
yeah.
Or Michigan and Georgia was the only undefeated team. Everybody else had one loss.
Yeah, see that's something there. I'm
We
thinking
saying if Washington finished undefeated
I get that, and I'm saying if
and
Michigan-
Michigan has one loss or Ohio State has one loss.
there's still a good chance that both of them can still make it over Washington.
well, it's a good chance in his eyes. It's not going to happen, man.
So I'm gonna say,
That's not true because it happened before. So it's not
I'm
a dominant. You know what I'm saying? Just say it's not.
Who want to bet?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. Two things. My scenario is I'm P2
We can
times.
bet it. What you want to bet it?
P2 times.
I'm listening.
If Washington makes it, it'll be because this the last year for the Pac-12. If they don't make it, it's because they never respected Pac-12. Pac-12 ain't been in the college playoffs but one time since it was what? Created with the 14.
Right.
And that was Washington, right?
Was it Washington?
I don't think it was Washington.
I think it was Washington or USC. One of them.
Yeah, I think it was USC. Yeah.
Yeah, they only been one time in the last what 8, 9 years. So
Who will be the best college female player this year? Caitlin Clark or Juju Watkins? Couple of more ladies, but we're gonna leave that for the next question. So who will be the best college female player this year? Or if I ask someone else, we're gonna take Caitlin.
Caitlin, because she's a senior this year. Caitlin. I'm going with Caitlin. Caitlin Clark from Iowa, people. Check her out if y'all get a chance. Who into basketball. I think just because she's a senior, I think she's just gonna outdo Juju because they're gonna be like, because women don't lead. So we can give it to Caitlin and then let Juju kill people for the next 2, 3 years. But I think it's gonna be Caitlin.
Mastermind.
Kaylin, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of course, that's America's favorite. I'm saying, of course, she gonna be in the runnings. Watkins, they pumping her up too. She gonna be in the runnings too.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I like old girl down in South Carolina. This shit, you know, old girl look good to me.
Yeah, she does.
You know, she look good to me. What's the name? I'm still got a Paige Beckers.
Yep,
Yeah.
Paige.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting this season, baby. It's gonna go down to it. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a lot of names thrown out there that you haven't heard of. It's time to go check out that
You
one.
got 3 from LSU if they get on the run.
Well, my thing is this. No. The LSU girls, they straight as a team. I don't think they,
Individually.
they call, Angel Reese on them call by, I
think nobody gonna outstand.
now with her, she a beast for like, today's game or whatever, but she a good player, but I don't think that,
Player of the year is gonna go that way.
she's not, don't get me wrong, she still can do it, but like I said,
You think she's an all-star, not a superstar?
yeah, something like that, because I think it's her team. They had, you know what I mean? Like I said, with Caitlyn, it was her.
Caitlyn, superstar.
You know what I'm saying? It's her.
Right.
And now with this girl, Juju, this young lady, Juju Wanda. Now, if she going to keep running the hype like she is, and she got the world coming in, filling the stands up like the female LeBron and Kobe or somebody, and she keep putting putting the points and stats up like that, yeah.
See,
She gonna get that just off the NIL publicity and everything.
She got one thing going against her though.
I'm listening.
I don't know about it with the UFC because I'm trying to get them Cheryl Miller records gonna be hard.
She got 4 years though, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
But we ain't there. You gotta get the record. You
yeah,
trying
no,
to
I'm
get to
just talking junk. You know what I'm saying?
trying to get to that right quick.
Cheryl
this,
got the
that.
records up there, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of stuff Cheryl ain't gonna, get broke. And but yeah, so and then like you say with Caitlyn, she's still over there doing the thing.
Doing her thing.
You know what I'm saying? Putting up points, getting other girls on the team and
shooting it from half court.
So then like you say, when she playing, she getting reviews. She got people looking in on it.
Because you see Paige Becker, just went straight to LSU like injuries. Who? Get out of
Right.
here. Y'all ain't ranked no more.
Right.
My time.
And yeah, that's what I say. Last year, LSU just caught them off. Everybody off guard.
I think they just caught the wave during the
And
tournament.
then out of that, that coach.
Yeah.
They got a hell of a
She a
coach.
winner. She
Yeah.
definitely a winner.
So yeah, and like you say, then perfect time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that was. But other than that, like I say,
I got LSU going back to the Final Four.
No. I
I
don't
have to
see
see
it.
how the season go. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They first outing didn't look good at all for them.
I think they were still on that
Championship high, yeah, they were still swinging and buzzing off that. I think
they
though,
definitely not beating South Carolina.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
women's college basketball outdo men's basketball this year. With the women having the likes of, as we were just saying, the Paige, Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins, Malaysia, those ladies. So, when they outdo the men this year, you got to think of men's basketball. Start down there with you, young Pete.
well, I'm thinking in terms of, are we talking about in terms of viewership or just popularity? Like, what are we talking about? Because once, I don't know. I think the biggest downfall with men's basketball is they haven't been having no real big names that you can kind of attach to. You know what I'm saying? And last year, and then on top of last year, but last year with Angel Reese and their popularity and how they kind of played and having those backstories of how she came from Maryland and how Flo-Janae, her dad was killed. It's like they had a heartwarming story.
They had a storyline.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of fell into it, and then they winning. So it's like, oh, okay. And then the summer came, you see them everywhere.
Right.
NIL deals, social media kind of pumped into another height. And you had Caitlyn going crazy. So when you watch the game, you like, oh, this is what's up. And then on top of it, you got people like Steph Curry and them started to invest in the WNBA and investing into these women teams and stuff like that. So now I think it's just coming full circle. So I do think, yes, women's basketball is riding a nice high right now until the NCAA tournament come around, and I think the men's tournament is gonna take over like it always do, and we gonna look up and we ain't gonna really be paying attention as much
I think
to
the
it.
tournament in a whole, and I'm speaking far ahead in March,
Right.
because of March Madness and the way they market it.
Right. That's
But
why I think it's gonna end up
I
taking
think
over.
I think the women is gonna be right there, and to piggyback off what you're saying, I think what has hurt the men's college game is the other avenues that have tapped in and took away from the college game, as far as G League.
Right.
I think you can go overseas.
You go overseas.
Play.
Yeah.
So the players that will bring a marquee name to men's college ball, like you said, is none. Like who like it's basketball season now. So you either just have to college men's basketball season now. So you either have to just be a fan of the school like Butler, Michigan State, like whatever the teams may be, to say, okay, I'm watch the game. But the way they have marketed this women's game, and you got 5 legit players to watch this year,
On different teams.
on
at
different
that.
teams.
Yeah.
Which you back in the day it used to be like that when us was growing up. Who didn't sit in front of the TV and watch the Big East? Georgetown against Syracuse. Like you don't see that now.
Right.
They more marketing everything towards the women. You know what I'm saying? You got, can LSU repeat with all the hoopla plus they whole starting 5 because you have 3 transfers come?
Yeah.
So can they repeat? Will they be able to hang with South Carolina? That whole powerhouse monster
Freshman
team down
powerhouse
there.
you down
Yeah,
there.
you know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of storylines going on. What Caitlin gonna do? Caitlin gonna put up 80.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They waiting for that. She done already hit a 50 ball before. So they looking for an 80 ball from her. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What can Paige Becker do with UConn since she had 2 torn ACL? So they got a lot of storylines to play off with the women. And they all can ball. I'm talking about they all can ball. This ain't.
And I'm thinking that like you said, the women, like it's good that the names we just mentioned. Now you can watch them and keep it, evolving and get the views and stuff up and be able to elaborate on it and talk about it. But it's still, the guys are still going to be a little up because, like you say, you couldn't find somebody who can shoot that. It's a young guy. I think that the guy in Tennessee right now. They saying the young guy, cold blood, he can shoot.
Okay.
You know, she cut like that. I don't know his name. I did see the highlight, but they're gonna be talking about him. They're gonna find somebody.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as the women, it would be nice for them, you know what I'm saying, to start talking about them more and highlighting them more because they can't ball.
Yeah.
They can't ball. You got something to say on that mastermind.
I just say this is gonna still be the men, like you said, but the women do have more of a better drama line, like y'all was saying, to make the viewers kind of tune in. But I think the problem that the NCAA men is having is kind of like what you were saying, dude, to piggyback off you is it's the G League and that, the going overseas to get paid, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that can kind of bring it back, they got to get some real NIL deals. Start getting some of these players that's going overseas and some about G League, because now the NIL money is more than what the G League pays. So you just got to start emphasizing that for sure, and then start doing this. Beat the curve. If you these North Carolinas, you these Dukes, you these Michigans, Michigan States, all those schools like that, go overseas. Start recruiting some of them. Tell them I got an NIL deal for you. Come on over here. Let the next Luka be on my team.
I know y'all see me on the phone, folks. I know y'all see me on the phone. I'm just checking to let y'all know. One question left, and it's parlay time to get y'all money. Last week, 3-0. Mr. CB 3-0.
Road Warriors, baby.
Mastermind 2-1. Mr. Young P 2-1. But as a team, as a show, we go out at 10-2. So y'all need to watch in now. Y'all need to check in because we're going to give y'all this good information. But last question of the show. Who won the James Harden trade? The Clippers or Philly? I'm going to leave you to keep Mastermind.
I'm going to say this. I think Philly won it because Philly got a peace of mind, got chemistry, and they still got some picks and stuff too for James Harden. So I think Philly is the overall winner on that because to me, James Harden going to the Clippers.
Clippers ain't won yet.
Look, now you don't even know who the starter, who the who the sixth man, you know what I'm saying, threw everything off. So the key thing is, to me, Philly, peace of mind, system look like it's working like a fine-tuned machine, like you never missed him. Clippers, you don't know what's...
So if you tie Luke, when do you hurt James Harden's feelings? Like, buddy, before you got here, we was undefeated.
Right.
I'm going with the same starting lineup before you got here. You coming up. When do you hurt his feelings?
They doing this?
You got to tell
When do you hurt his feelings?
but
hurt his feelings.
ASAP. But as we saying, with that, Philly got it all day.
Yeah.
And it's letting you know that at first it didn't seem like Embiid was gonna be pleased. He didn't know what he was gonna get. And then as he seen, like, oh, we winning.
Right.
Plus, I'm getting my touch, we putting the points. And the other guys ain't just feeding him the ball. They going at the team. They don't try to go at the team. So what I'm saying is this. This is also letting the NBA know, and even though they already know this, Nick Nurse is a hell of a coach. He already won the G League. He already won with the Raptors NBA, and now he with Philly. So y'all look out. They might win the East because they got them boys playing defense too.
Nice to put that 50 ball up on you.
Right, and he put that 50 up. So, and Big looking at, oh, I got my other James Harden, really. I got somebody who can match me in point. And the other guys go ahead and play the D and get y'all little points how y'all get it.
10, 12,
They not, even Tobias Harris back getting aggressive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got Covington and all them other guys can play defense, can hit the open threes. Beverly there for defense,
Right.
aggravate all that. So then once again, like I say, Nick Nurse is a hell of a coach. So they got the better. Then they got all them picks too. Then like you say, over there with the Clippers, they got the headache. Cause now you got what 4 superstars.
Don't you?
Hey, all of them need the ball.
Don't
You
they?
know, your system might not work for the simple fact they all need the ball, and then they all ball heavy with needing it, and they don't got time to go sit in the corner or sit up top waiting for you to give them the ball, and they need to get in their rhythm too and have the ball for a second,
To do what they do.
So it's gonna be hard. Like you say, somebody got to come off the bench or do something. But like I say, it can happen. You can get it done, but it's all about the ego thing. And like I say, do those two Loyola, what's their name? Loyola Mountain. Run and gun all day. You got the boys like that, don't call no play. They can shoot, they can ball like that. Run and gun, them boys all day.
Them boys 40 years old. Ice them knees gonna get somebody be done. Y'all can't run it, goddamn. There's only Terrence Mann that can do that. Everybody else cannot run it.
I'm talking about you know how to problem though. You got to shoot out. The coach should be like I said, sit back with a bottom of mode with his speed up.
He can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Tyronn Lewis over here pulling his hair out. That's what he doing.
Can't grow them braids back.
No,
That's what I'm saying. What you got to say over there, CB?
No, I just trying to figure out when do Tyloo hurt his feelings.
I mean, I just feel like I definitely think it's gonna be soon. I just feel like Philly won it just for 2 major reasons. One, you got rid of a major headache, so they won based off of that. And then I think 2, if we really see if they won based off whatever they pick up these picks that they got. I think they got like 2 first rounds, second round. Whoever they pick up in them with them picks, or however they maneuver them picks to maybe get a trade in or something, that's really gonna tell that they won it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how they play them pick game down the road. So
now look, not to change the subject right quick, but I was hearing that Philly is in the talks to get Zach LaVine. But my question is, who you give up for Zach? I know Chicago on one of them picks.
They don't get a couple of them picks.
Right.
They don't get.
They're saying Tobias Harris and somebody else. I don't know.
Probably Oubre.
You got something to say, young Pete, before we get out of here?
yeah. So what? As far as on this subject?
Yeah.
No, that's it.
All right, people. It's money time. It's parlay time. It's money time. Get your seats up, and here we go. Who want to start this off? Or y'all need the money man to go?
Oh, road warriors can go. I can go. Every time, people, I always pick the road teams because when you do the parlay and you pick a road team, that gets you more money. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. All right. For the first one, road team. It's a tough one, baby, but I'm going for it. I got the Steelers. They're getting 3.5 at Cleveland. Take the Steelers on the road. All right. The next one, I'm going to go with, I just seen it. I'm going with Minnesota. They're getting 3. Take the 3 at Denver. Taking Minnesota. Then the Good one, baby, the good one. Because it's a toss-up, but still they giving up 3. They getting 3 points. The number 1 team in the NFL. Take Philly. All Road Warriors, baby. Road Warriors, here we come.
Don't matter, man. Let me take the word.
It don't matter. I go though. I'll say take the Raiders in the points. Take Seattle in the points.
Seattle giving up.
Take the Chargers in the points.
Seattle giving up.
Yeah, so they got to win by what?
They got Rams. They got Rams.
They got Seattle +2.
I got Rams -2.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I got -1 too. So you got a -1. Rams +1.
I'm gonna go with we go here. I'm gonna go with the Giants and Commanders. I'm gonna say the Commanders gonna cover that team. Or you can take the under, either or. I'm gonna also go with Minnesota and the Broncos. I'm gonna go over. The points is over. And let me see. I don't want that. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Seahawks at Rams, and I'm gonna say take that at under. Seahawks at Rams take under.
All right. I'm coming at y'all live from the couch one time. I'm going to say go over in that San Fran Tampa Bay game. Go over. I feel like I'm going to go with his man's young Dak
That's right.
and take Dallas with the points for them to beat Carolina. And I'm going to say the same thing when it comes to the hometown, because we play at home. You know, he's a Road Warrior fan, but we play at home. I'm going to say take the points. Detroit going to pop them by 9.5. That's where I'm at. Detroit take the points. Take Dallas with the points. And I'm going to say, yeah, definitely go over on the San Fran game. 41.5.
You said Detroit with the points?
Yeah,
They're gonna win by 10.
They're going to win by 10 over Chi-Town. I'm saying Dallas can beat Carolina by 10.5. And I'm saying the combined points with San Fran and the Buccaneers is going to be over 41.5.
41.5. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and go get that money.
Yes,
One
sir.
of us gonna get y'all 3-0, 6-0, 9-0, 12-0. Peace.
Yep.
Peace.